anybody who was at WCW at the time wanted to at least try to succeed with WWF because they were always, at that point, considered number one. You know what I mean? So if you're ambitious and care about the business, you at least want to try. You know, so I think it wasn't so much disenchantment with WCW, but wanting to try, WWF.
Did you contact them?
How'd that come down exactly?
Because I know you were still under contract when you went there, and that's why they brought you in.
Actually, I did the bodybuilding thing.
Right.
Segue.
That was the way to bring you in.
That was the way to bring me in, and not interfere with like an actual wrestling contract.
What did you think of the WBF?
I wanted to succeed because I knew Vince put a lot of money into it, time and effort, and he cared a lot about it.
Right.
You know, and I didn't know if it would work, but I wanted it to work. And, it didn't turn out very well. He's done a lot of things well, obviously, but it didn't turn out well. But I wanted to do well for him.
What did he propose actually with the WBF? Where did he want to take it? I mean, obviously it didn't go where he wanted it to, but
I think he wanted to be like an entertainment extravaganza with the guys, with the guy, like almost like cartoon characters who come out, pose these super bodies and, and make them like Batman and Superman and the different nicknames. And I thought he could really, pull up pay-per-views and stuff like that. And you can't blame him for trying. He said a lot of stuff people probably said wouldn't work, and they have. So, that one didn't work. But I mean, can't blame him for trying. You got to respect his got a lot of balls.
Right.
Trying.
Right. What were your initial impressions of Vince when you first met him? Now to actually do business with him.
Just treats you like a member of his own family. I mean, takes you to his house, his poolside. Wants to have maybe 2 fish sandwiches with you in his kitchen, and my house is your house, and nothing but a positive impression from him. It was very, very personable and a great guy to be around.
Did he make any promises to you at that point when you first met him?
I never was into promises because once again, if he wants me to lose 100 times in a row, win 100 times in a row, he's paying my paycheck. Right. That's his prerogative. I don't take it personally. Like, oh, are you out to bury me? No, I don't take it that way. If you think it's best for the company to lose 100 straight times, then you're paying me good money to lose 100 straight times. I'm going to lose 100 straight times. I never, no, never.
Were you welcomed over there, or was it political against the ex-WCW guys, or did they welcome you?
Looking back, I'm sure there's probably some, but no one said anything in my face. Everybody just was pretty cordial in my face. You know what I mean? But I'm sure there was some resentment.
Right.
Me coming in, especially that bodybuilding deal and stuff. I heard there was resentment. I don't know. In fact, no one said that in my face, but there could have been. I'm not saying I'm not naive enough to say there wasn't any.
Did WCW try to stop you from doing the WBF as well?
Yeah, they did.
When you left, were you still under contract with WCW?
I just couldn't wrestle under a wrestling contract. Yeah, I just couldn't wrestle.
Right.
So,
and
bodybuilding has nothing to do with wrestling. So,
but they try to sue.
But they did try.
Yeah.
Were you at any point told that there might be an inevitable program with you and Hogan down the line, or
never? No, that was never even discussed. No, I always wanted to work with him. I respected him and thought, to this day, he's a huge name in the business. He could walk out there right now and he'll get a huge ovation.
Right.
So, but never promised. I don't know. Like I said, I've done under promises, or you don't have to promise me anything. You know what I mean? You're my boss.
Right.
You don't owe me anything other than pay me. If I work, you pay me. So, I don't need any promises. And he never promised me anything.
Okay. What actually happened with your motorcycle accident? And is it true that you actually have a plate in your arm?
Yeah, I do. There's 7. About this long. There's 7 screws down through both bones right there.
Wow.
The bone came through 2 spots. I actually was into a curve that was a lot more of a curve than I thought. A dusk, and when you track a 700-pound Harley into a curve, and you're going too fast, and it was banked the wrong way. It was set of banked this way. It was banked kind of this way.
Right.
So everything was working against me. And And just when I came around that curve, there was a car there at the same time. I mean, it was just,
lucky.
I've had a lot of lucky things happen, but, and I was lucky to survive that. I mean, I had on the car, man. I mean, I flew off that motorcycle like a space rocket. I mean, I must have flipped 15, 20. I felt like I was on, the only way I can describe it, I felt like I was on a dryer or a washer machine. It tumbled. I mean, man. And there was trees everywhere. I missed every tree. So, I mean, my arm was real bad. They were thinking about the doctors at the hospital in Atlanta before Andrews in Birmingham, who's, God, I love to death. He's my man. Right. They were talking about cutting my arm off. Wow. Because it was so bad. Because it said all your nerves run through here. And with both bones sticking out like that, I had a double compound fracture and dislocated elbow. They said he'll never have fulfilling his hand again. I've never had any loss of mobility or strength in my right hand, left hand, or anything. So, and even Andrew said, I did surgery, but the rest is with luck and Mother Nature and God.
Right. Know? How long did they tell you were going to be out for?
They said it would probably be about, well, they're not exact bones, you know. It's kind of like when we keep it in x-rays until it's healed. You know?
Right.
They felt probably about 5-6 months when I came back. I was usually came off injuries faster than most, luckily. I usually did. Fortunately, hardly ever missed a match in my whole career, so I was lucky there too. But I mean, durability-wise,
right.
So, and which I think is a big plus for promoters because, you know, push come to shove, some guys get a great reaction, but they're hurt at the time, you know. Right. And I very rarely got hurt. I mean, knock on wood once again, but I was very fortunate. I hardly ever missed a match my whole career due to injuries. So I've been hurt. But I mean, I was also taught by Matt Suit, if you can walk to the ring, you can wrestle. You know, so you know, you don't be a baby and say, oh, my shoulder hurts or a little bit of, you know. I separated both my shoulders, so bone sticks out here. I didn't even know it. Because I wrestled, I had a ruptured disc I wrestled with, didn't know it. You know, I was taught that West brought in that if you're hurt, but if you can still like walk to the ring, you still crowd shows up, you're advertised, you do it, you know, kind of attitude, you know.